Hi there, I hope you're doing well. This is the first part of Lesson 13. And in this first part, we're going to look at more equations. We're going to build on what we learned last time in Lesson 12 and scientific notation. And again, just pause the video whenever you want to write down a problem or try to work a problem yourself. So we have negative 9c plus 5 plus 7c equals to negative 3c plus 10. Now remember from our last video, let's just kind of draw a boundary line here separating the two sides of the equal sign. If we have like terms on one side of the equal sign, we can combine them. For example, here we have the negative 9c and the 7c, and so we need to do that first. So we combine negative 9c and positive 7c, we get negative 2c plus 5 equals negative 3c plus 10. So that's all we can clean up right now. Now we're ready to do some algebra. So we want to combine like terms on opposite sides, so we have to do the opposite. So I'm going to add 3c here, so that will cancel, and add it here because those are like terms. That cancels. Negative 2 and positive 3 give me 1c. Or you can just write c. 1c is the same as just c. Subtract 5. And I have 1c. I'm just going to write c. And our answer is 5. Let's look at this next problem. It has parentheses. And we've talked about eliminating parentheses and expressions by distributing. And again, we can clean up this side and then this side, and then we'll start solving the equation. So I'm going to distribute the 5. That's 10n. Remember, I'm multiplying. Minus 10. That's 9n. 9 times 4 is 36. And now I have the same situation I had up here. I'll subtract 9n. And it doesn't matter how you move things around. If you want to subtract 10n here and bring it over here, we're just trying to get all our variables on one side and the non-variables on the other. As long as we do the same thing to both sides, we'll end up with the same answer. That's 1n minus 10 equals 36. Add 10. And we get 46. Now on all of those, we happen to end up with 1n or 1c. Let's do something a little bit different. There's no simplifying to do on either side of this equation. So let's go ahead and add the 3x here and here. That's 5x minus 8 equals to 2. Add 8. 5x equals to 10, and we're going to need to divide by 5. So we're going to take that last step. Here, I didn't bother to bring the 1 down and divide by 1 because division by 1 doesn't change anything. So it's always nice to save some unnecessary steps there. Okay. Well, let's do one more equation. Okay, so we can see on this side lots of simplifying to do. Remember, an order of operations, multiplying comes first, so we need to distribute it and eliminate the parentheses first. So I'm going to bring the 8x down. I'm distributing a 3 because that's what's touching the parentheses. So that's 6x minus 18 I can combine these because they're on the same side of the equal sign. I need to keep simplifying. That's 14x minus 18. Okay, that's as simple as it gets. So now what we want to do is start solving. I'm going to add 2x, line it up with my other x term. Add 18. We'll divide both sides by 16. And my answer is x equal to 1. Now, also in this lesson, I said something about scientific notation. Sometimes we're doing calculations with very large numbers. We might get something called scientific notation on our calculator. And so we need to know how to read that. So let's look at, first off, let's look at just writing numbers in scientific notation. Okay. Let's say I've got 16 million. In scientific notation, what we're going to have is we're going to have some number times, I'll just say A, times 10 to a power, some power here. And this can be positive or negative. Now, A here is always between 1 and 10. So, and including one, okay? So A is between and including 1, and then up to 10. So it's a number between 1 and 10. It could include 1. So what we need to do is we're going to place a decimal to the right of the first non-zero number. Let me write that down. And again, pause anytime you need to catch up. And I'm going to drop those zeros, and so it's going to be 1.6 times 10 to a power. Well, what's the power going to be? Well, my original number was 16 million. So to get that decimal from here to here, I would multiply by 10 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. This is scientific notation.